That's why I led you in ahead there.
When I get my stuff together, I'm gonna get some of those things you put in your ear.
Yeah.
Talk on the phone.
I'm gonna get some more. I'd rather get the wireless types.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But let me be quiet because we in court right now.
Good afternoon. This is call number 2021-56854 in the interest of Malachi Granger. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hand to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, sir, please identify yourself and your relationship to the child.
My name is Lyndon Granger, and I'm the father.
All right, and representing the Attorney General.
Kavita Sharma, Your Honor.
Court will note that the non-custodial parent, Latoya Abraham Jernigan, was personally served on September 23rd, 2021 at 5:24 p.m. She has not filed an answer. Is that correct, Ms. Sharma?
That is correct, Your Honor.
We'll proceed by default.
Yes, Judge. I would like to call Mr. Lyndon Granger.
Okay.
Mr. Granger, please state your full name for the court.
My name is Lyndon Granger, Lyndon Brooke Granger. Do you want me to spell it? Oh,
And you are the father of Malachi Javion Granger,
yes, ma'am.
and the mother is Latoya Abraham Jernigan.
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to establish a legal relationship between Ms. Jernigan and the child, and that Ms. Jernigan has a duty of support to this child?
Yes.
And are you asking the court to order that you and Ms. Jernigan are joint managing conservators of this child, you being the primary parent to determine where the child lives?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to have Ms. Jernigan be the possessory parent with visits?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to modify those visits where she would have 12 periods modified before it defaults to the standard possession and access order?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what is the reason you want to do the modified visits with the mom and the child?
Which visits do I want?
No, why do you want to do modified visits initially for 12 periods?
Well, because for the safety of my son, I think it'd be better to do it like that. Because I want my son to stay safe at all times. And even though she visits, she'll see him. It shouldn't be no problem. But I want to have it as safe as it can be in the beginning.
Okay. And are those reasons because she is dating someone that you don't like?
Yes, ma'am. She's dating a guy that's a felon. He abuses her. He's going to jail for abusing her. And he's a threat to my son's well-being. And my son doesn't like him, which I don't blame him. And it's just unsafe for him to go to her house in any kind of way. The environment is just very unstable.
Okay. And with it being unsafe, are you referring to there may be possible drugs and alcohol at the home?
Oh yes, they do all that drug and alcohol. It's none of that goes on at my home. But her home, oh my God, it's ridiculous. I don't want my son in that type of environment.
Thank you. And you understand that the court is going to order child support for this child based on minimum wage, correct?
Yes, ma'am, I understand that.
And do you know if Ms. Jernigan has any other children that she provides support to or that live with her?
Just one other one. Her name is Ariel. That's the only
Okay,
one.
and that child is under the age of 18?
Yes.
Okay, and you're asking the court to, I'm sorry, scratch that. How is your child covered under health insurance currently?
My child's covered under Amerigroup. He has the insurance that I have.
Okay, and That's a state-sponsored health insurance.
Yes, it is.
Are you asking the court to order that Ms. Jernigan reimburse that at $57 a month?
Yes.
And do you understand the court will order you to maintain that health insurance for the child?
Yes, I understand.
Do you understand that if there's any costs that are not covered by the insurance, each parent will be responsible for half of those
Yes,
costs?
I understand that.
And are you asking the court to set current child support at $190 a month beginning February 1?
Yes, ma'am.
And how long has the child lived with you?
His whole life, ever since he was born.
And during that time, when did Miss Jernigan cease living together with you and the child?
After the first 4 years.
Okay, so you've had the child for the past 6 years exclusively.
Yes.
During that time, has Miss Jernigan provided any direct financial support for the child?
No.
And are you asking the court to order back support from September 3rd of 2017 until today?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand that Ms. Jernigan's wages have been at or below minimum wage during the past 4 years?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I know at one time she's making a higher wage at Central Home Healthcare.
And do you have any direct knowledge of what she was making?
I'm not sure, but I think she's making $9 an hour. That's what I last
Okay.
heard. But I didn't really get a chance to go into her, personal money.
And do you know the dates of those employments?
I don't know the exact date. I know it was over the last 3 years she was working on and
Okay.
off Central Home Healthcare. Because she
So
filed taxes the last 3 years.
and do you have copies of her tax returns?
No, I don't have that. I wouldn't have her.
Okay. So without any direct knowledge, you understand the court is going to order retro or child support based on minimum wage, which comes to $10,070.
Yes, I understand that.
And we're going to ask the court to order that Ms. Jernigan pay that at $101 beginning February 1.
Yes, ma'am.
If court costs are billed in this case, who should be ordered to pay them?
Latoya Jernigan.
Okay. And have you had an opportunity to review and sign this order?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
And you mentioned to me when we were speaking that you believe this is in the best interest of your child. Is that still true?
Yes.
Thank you. And are you asking the court to approve this order as submitted?
Yes, ma'am. I'm asking for
Thank
it.
you, Judge. I pass this witness.
All right, the court will approve the order submitted. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. May we all be excused?